APF, Associação Portuguesa de Flautas, the Portuguese Flute Association, held its inaugural session on December 14, 2004, in the context of the first APF Summit for members and other interested parties, which counted with the presence of a guest of honor, the flutist, researcher, and pedagogue Jorge Correia. Jorge Correia taught a whole generation of Portuguese flautists, being responsible for a kind of turning point that raised the general level of the practice of this instrument in Portugal. This first APF summit lasted 3 days and included masterclasses with Jorge Correia, who also helped set up, rehearsed, and conducted a flute orchestra, which performed at the closing session the world premiere of the work Canção d'Alba by Amilcar Vasques Dias, intentionally composed for the occasion. Canção d'Alba means Song of the Dawn. The Portuguese Flute Association was founded with the aim of creating a forum for meetings and discussions which would bring together musicians, researchers, and educators linked by a common interest in both the expansion and interpretation of the flute repertoire and in its teaching. The activity of the APF in the last almost 20 years has been spreading in 4 main dimensions: pedagogical dimension, developing new music for flute ensembles, commissioning the most distinguished composers from all generations, research on flute performance, the promotion of the artistic autonomy and recognition of the flute orchestra formation. The pedagogical dimension. In this dimension, the APF activities focused on organizing meetings, masterclasses, concerts, and lecture recitals on flute-related themes. Many outstanding flutists were invited to perform and teach. Second dimension, developing new music for ensembles with flute. In a second phase of activities, from 2007 onwards, APF also took on the objective of promoting contemporary musical creation through the organization of the momentum cycles of concerts, recordings, and conferences, which had already been organized and supported by UNAVE, Association for Professional Training and Research of the University of Aveiro, since 2002. In addition to the continued support of the University of Aveiro, the projects created by APF were also supported by the Ministry of Culture in 2006, 2007, 2008, 2013, 2014, 2016, 2018, and 2020. The momentum cycles generated the presentation of 69 concerts in Portugal, Spain, Slovakia, the United Kingdom, Ireland, Brazil, Italy, Germany, Sweden, Colombia, Arabian Emirates, and Greece. A total of 49 musical works have been commissioned to 21 composers, including young composers, and 11 CDs of contemporary music were edited. These initiatives have created an unusual dynamics around contemporary music creation, and thus the APF has assumed a pioneering role in the dissemination of Portuguese contemporary music both nationally and internationally. APF has also ensured the management of independent projects linked to the dissemination of the Portuguese musical heritage of the 20th century and contemporary creation by ensembles of reference such as the Borealis Ensemble and the Performer Ensemble. Third dimension: research on flute performance. Since 2013, the APF has dynamized performance research by supporting the organization of international conferences such as Performa, International Meetings on Performance Studies, and, more recently, also artistic research by co organizing the series of congresses Hands on Research Flute in 2017 and 2018. Fourth dimension, promotion of the artistic autonomy of the flute orchestra. In what concerns the fourth dimension, the promotion of the artistic autonomy and recognition of the flute orchestra formation, APF has supported Flutua, Aveiro University Flute Orchestra. The Flutua project sought inspiration in vaudeville to create a varied entertainment show that challenges the natural and conventional limitations of a flute orchestra performance, namely, a modest timbre diversity, predefined sound specialization, too static posture, and lack of mobility of the musicians. Groucho Marx explained in 1927, "There is only one skillful artist in the world, and that is vaudeville." The legitimate actor and the musical comedy actor never learn the secret of entertaining an audience as the vaudeville actor does. The reason is that the reaction of an audience in vaudeville is instantaneous. For this purpose, firstly, the choice of repertoire, commissioned compositions or arrangements, was crucial to guarantee a wide diversity of styles, from classical and contemporary to popular and Portuguese folk music. Secondly, the collective work, developed in artistic residencies, allowed to create a seamless show where both sound and scene contribute, hopefully, to keep the audience suspended in continuous empathic reactions. The goal is to reach an unusual and dynamic show in which scenic dimensions are also explored, promising a high level of flute performance combined with movement and dance, recreating a repertoire that juxtaposes music from very different contexts: contemporary, folkloric, tango, flamenco, all flowing seamlessly, building a show designed to be a tribute to vaudeville.